The killer whale, Shylily, actually addressed the Sinder situation. Now, I have not looked at this, but we read her tweet and she absolutely demolished Sinder. I cannot wait to hear how her viewpoint in the background on everything is. Now, this is going to be massive. Sit down, get some popcorn, because I feel like we're in for a big ride over. There's going to be a storm.
There's two things I genuinely wish to address, not because
Oh,
you know a
she
lot
riled
of
up.
people were making a big deal, but some people have brought it up in
Some
replies
people.
and stuff, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just explain. When
Damn.
everything went down, God, the Bao's cries are forever ringing in my head.
Damn.
That was so tough. I'm having a hard time being upset with anyone who still trusts and forgives her because, and I say this in all honesty, the reason it worked for so long is because her words are as sweet as butter, and chances are yours probably simply just as easily manipulated as everyone else. If you read all of these things and you see nothing wrong with it, give it a few years. The only night that was difficult was the first night after dropping the first doc. It was 10 a.m. I had to go to bed, and just being scared of what the heck a literal manipulator could possibly come up with overnight, and what a shit show you could possibly wake up to. It's literally just hearsay, the entire apology. And worst of all, throughout this whole hearsay, it's full of bullshit. If yesterday was the first time you saw me crash out, which I'm pretty sure that is for every single person ever in this community, I'm sorry. Reading this,
You absolutely deleted her. That's the thing, is that it came as a shock for everybody. And I think the severity of the situation of how somebody in the background feels really is displayed when the sweetest and calmest individual for years that had never had a situational outbreak like this decided to completely bash the hell out of Son Cinder. Oh my God. And the words, the thing you said, you're welcome, by the way, so rings in my ear. And I think that it really displays how if somebody trusts Cinder after that document, it really shows in itself. That document in itself shows that she tries to manipulate people and lie as far as she can just to save her own ass. Because she took no accountability with all of it. And it all seems to like a ruse to just push all the blame onto the baggage of her boyfriend and say, we're not working together anymore. So it's like essentially taking the trash and putting it down the rug and ignoring it for the rest of your life. But that ain't gonna work. That's not working for anybody around you that worked with you or were your friends, because they see how it is. But obviously there are other people that are gonna assume that she's gonna, I'm gonna just say it straight now. Okay, I don't think her words were so buttery. All I read was a bunch of bullshit, bull crap. And honestly, if somebody is standing behind Cinder at this point, I assume that, at least as a content creator, I'm not talking about fans. If you're a fan and you stand by it, absolutely fine. It's your choice as a fan. You choose what you believe. If you don't even give a shit about any of this and you only care about Cinder's content, you have fun, enjoy it. I'm not going to sit there and bash you for watching a certain creator. No, hell no. Nobody should do that. That's cringe. That's awful. But if you are a content creator and you're getting behind on this, knowing the industry, knowing the artist, knowing just generally, just basically trying to get on Cinder's good side, after this, in a way, after reading this, I think you're doing it because you kind of assume she has big clout. You just assume she has big clout still. That's what I think 100% that's the case. And I think you're probably on the same line as Cinder and probably as leechy, as weird as her then.
make me more vulnerable.
So maybe you're good friends.
To
But stick around.
demonic possession. I highly suggest you check it out yourself. Everything that is publicly available is through receipts. Needlessly to say, more stuff has happened. But most
Ooh.
of these things don't have receipts.
Oh,
Or the receipts have personal, private stuff attached to it that you just can't share. Some of the stuff we might talk about today is hearsay because that's just my own experience that happened in person. It's my word against whoever else wants to challenge it, and that's okay. The next couple days will just be people expressing the disappointment. It is typical narcissistic manipulation fashion. Like, this whole document... Like I said, if you don't see it that way, I don't blame you. Chances are you're too young and naive. You're just as gullible and easy to manipulate. If you don't see it, I fully get it. I don't support it. I hope you'll eventually see it. It's typical. I take accountability for nothing. I shove the blame over to my man. I knew nothing. Everything was behind my back. I'm sorry you feel this way. Like...
man.
Come on.
So bad.
It's just business fashion. When a company has an employee fuck up, guess what? The company has to take actions. The company has to pay damages and make amends for the employee. It's just business. You burn your Sinder merch. You do what you want to do. If that's how you cope with this, that's also okay. You don't have to atone for someone's sins. And if you...
Bro, I swear to God. I thought that was a dick. I thought that was a dick on the screen. What the fuck is that? Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God, bro. I was scared for a second. I thought that was just a straight up dick. Holy.
Bad about the good times you've had. Whether they were fake or not doesn't matter. You had a good time. Again, if you cope by burning your merch, I ain't judging. You cope the way you want to cope.
Listen, Short Kings, you keep it up, bro.
Things. That also isn't fucking perfect. But if you have it in you and you can cope with it, try and donate everything you've got. Any shirt, sweater, figurine, plush, whatever the fuck it is, just donate it. I'm strongly anti-drama. I don't care for it. I'm usually not well informed. I'm not very chronically online either. I often wake up, go stream, go game, go bed. The thing with the no drama rule is, every time you have rules like this, there's a line that cannot be crossed. Because once that line is crossed, it's fair game. It's all fair game. And based on people's reaction, I don't think anyone blames me for getting involved and speaking up and strong.
No, I think you did exactly the right thing at all. Like, to be honest, I mean, I don't feel like this was drama in a way. I feel like this was... I don't know. I feel like at some point there's a difference between drama, like irrational drama, and actual business being destructive. You know what I mean? And I feel like as Sinder kind of ruined people's businesses and potential business opportunities, I think that there's a different matter because you have a correlation with her, association with her, with the different type of brandings and products. And I feel like it's only right for you to comment on it in this sort of way because it sort of displays the dishonesty on Sinder's part and the way of trust being broken from you as well. And just generally, I think this was the right call. I don't think this was drama at all. I think you just did the right thing in speaking about it.
Speaking about it. Once a certain line is crossed, it's fair fucking game. I don't give a shit what kind of rules or morals I've got. It's fair fucking game.
Damn.
Man, I do wish, I'm living at the goddamn ass crack of the world compared to all my friends. I really wish I could just have a short little flight over and be like, man, I'm sorry, Boober. Everyone is so sad. I don't want to make it sound like only Bao is sad, but Bao got stabbed.
Yeah, it's not drama. It's brand targeting, competitive conquesting. It is. It's literally a backstab regarding business. It's not, hello, I was mean friend and I backstabbed you. Yeah, sure, that was the case too. But like, no, this had to do with production of stuff. Creations of things and publishing of things as well, ruining people's opportunities to get a possibility to jump on a project here and there. Like, this is something completely different.
bad. What? Let me just address two things because I know most people are caught up. Then I'll get you a TLDR. I know it hasn't been getting any traction whatsoever, but I've seen some, let's call them valid calls where people go, if Lily knew all this, why didn't she speak up sooner? I'm not a fucking bitch. Everyone who's had a long-lasting, healthy friendship knows that sometimes you lash out. I'm not gonna fucking cancel my fucking friends just because they called me a bitch, or in the heat of the moment and in great panic they threw me under the bus once. Sometimes when you're backed in the corner, scraping the bottom of the barrel, you cope by lashing out. You deflect.
That's right.
I'm not saying it's good.
Just scream it out, girl.
I'm not gonna throw a fucking Google Docie out there just because I've been mildly done wrong once.
Google Docie.
The actual starting point, the dominoes fell.
Google
when
Docie,
one thing
man.
leaked. One singular thing.
We've come to the term that the weaponry we use is no longer knives, no longer guns, it's no longer words, or kind of is. It's a Google Docie. That's the way we fight our battles now.
Like 5 or so days ago. It was about me being slandered, throwing all kinds of accusations around to Nano, making me seem problematic. They were saying I dodged collabs with them. Collabs that had like 7 fucking other people in there. Collabs.
Listen, if you have 7 people in a collab, that sounds like a headache, okay? That sounds like a headache. No, thank you. When can I speak? Is it my turn yet? No? Somebody's screaming? Oh, wait, they're all streamers, so they're all fucking crazy. Oh, okay. I guess I'll just hear a bunch of screaming in my ear then. How great. That does not sound fun. Who would not deny that? Like, I mean, come on. Like, come on. Collabs. I can only deal with one person. I feel like when a collab is more than 4, I'm already exhausted. Like, actually, sometimes they're fine with 5. It depends on the synergy they have and how they act. But once there's more than 4, I get like, that's a little bit too much. I'm done, man. I gotta lay down. I'm getting too old, man. I'm in my 20s. I can't listen to 5 girls scream or 7 girls scream. Are you crazy? I gotta lay down. That's too much for me. Let me put on Breaking Bad. Fuck this. First of all, it's not Lily's job to bring it up publicly, drag someone when things can be handled behind the scene. If things don't go well behind the scenes, or someone doesn't want to bring it up public, it's still not Lily's job to bring it up. No, Lily has no obligation for anything. This is not her business. In the end of the day, like, she can do whatever she wants if she feels like it. But yeah, there's no reason to call her out.
I was thrown into in a big ass group chat and simply said, sorry, can't do. Because I have something that day. One of them was a dentist thing. The day after the dentist, I just simply didn't fucking want to. And the other one, yeah, I dodged. Yeah, I did. Because at that one, I already knew. The one person that is the reason for me dodging is the one concerned as to why I'm dodging. What about the 6 other people who were just looking at me dodging and going, oh, okay, she's busy. It's kind of weird that the only person that has a reason to be weary was actually weary. It's called projection. Because she fucking knew. Anyways, I was accused of not acknowledging her when she rates. Oh, sorry. You know when Buff rated me earlier, I'm...
Absolute business. It's just business, man.
Sorry for not calling Buff's full government fucking name. Buff Pop of Twitch.tv, thank you so much for your raid and bringing your community from Buff Pop from Twitch.
I think that at some point, whenever you're such a big streamer, or actually it has nothing to do with being a big streamer. Once you streamed, let's say seriously, for a year, I think at that point you change the way you respond to raids. When you begin, you're overly excited and you ask the streamer and the viewers a bunch of fucking questions. But when you become an entertainer and you get into the shit, you realize this is a distraction of the original content that streamers create, and audiences that are watching don't want you to talk a million years about the individual that rated, because it hinders the thing you're doing at the moment. So you kind of like vaguely just ask things now and you don't go crazy around it. So for Lily to not call her by name and giving a whole monologue whenever Cinder is raiding is weird to feel bad about it. It's weird to think about it that way because you're also in the same boat. You're also streaming for a while. You can understand it.
TV over here. Now I get to say it. When she raided, she is on the fucking stage. I am pausing my sponsor to talk to her. I'm having a normal ass reaction to a raid like I have with everyone. Gotta get the full government name out there because apparently else people don't feel graced. Like, damn, I'm sorry. Oh yeah,
absolute business.
I've been weird ever since V-Card, which also isn't true.
Not good for business. During a sponsor, you dare to raid me during my sponsor and you want acknowledgement? Oh, dear God.
Ever since. We've talked ever since. I contacted her for a technical issue that you guys said she also had ever since. Just a bunch of stuff that makes me sound weird and competitive when, again, reflecting. That one screenshot started it all. And I was like, that's fucked up. And I gave Nano the receipts of it's not true. Somehow, before Nano worked on my 3.0 model, that wasn't a problem. Everyone who is in contact with me, anyone who is close, even my viewers, everyone knows I suck at Discord. And she knows that too, because it happened last year as well. It's why we have a group chat with her and Buska and me. So she wants to plan something, she knows where to go. And she has used it in the past, recently. So anyways, yes, I am guilty of dodging a collab, because I simply didn't fucking feel like it. And yes, I am guilty of ghosting 2 messages where she asked for a collab, which, by the way, she also only does when there is something business related. AFK drop, V-card drop, any event, any debut, any announcement, any merch. Then I'm important.
He was business.
That was the one message that got everything rolling because I explained how that's weird. That's cringe and manipulative. If she has a problem, why not come to me? And boy, that's where it started. That's where poor Nano realized that there is more such incidents. She has critical thinking and she's like, if this is weird, are the others also weird? The ones where she literally on the screenshots says she feels bad for doing all these things she's being asked to do. And obviously, me being a friend, I talked to Nano and I was like, Nano, I'm gonna be honest, some of the stuff you have here is heartbreaking. I'm thankful for you showing this to me, but I highly encourage you to share this with the people affected, especially Bao, but because, you know, that one nasty one where she sabotages Bao. And Nano, the fucking Giga Chat she is, agreed a few days later because Bao had surgery. So it took a while. We made a group chat. Can you imagine? That Giga Chat fucking whale comes out of surgery and has to deal with this. That group chat we used to expose everything. Not just, you know, from Nano's messages and having to deal with her manipulation.
So Nano spoke with the girl. Like, she spoke with everybody affected during this. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. So this didn't come as a surprise for them at all then. They had a conversation about this beforehand. Damn.
But we also came to realize that everything that happened to us individually weren't isolated.
I feel bad for Bao.
It was a year-long pattern. Everything connected. It was a pattern that consisted over years. And respect to my friends, we all decided after all of the receipts and obviously being very emotionally unstable to sleep over it for a night. Give it one night. Let's sleep over it. The next day, once everyone was awake and
they were like, "Fuck it, no, we feel the same shit, huh?"
Had time to deal with their emotions. We all still knew this has to happen. This isn't just to expose what she's done to us. This is to expose the fact that she is doing these things. Complete speculation. But if that's the stuff that happens in this circle, what else could happen? Again, speculation, but we were like, we would feel terrible knowing that she conducts business throughout the next couple years, hurting more people like this. Turns out it was just a bit bigger than our group. And we all knew she was gonna throw her manager under the bus. When you look at the screenshots, and you know her, and you see the manipulation, the first fucking thing you know is she'll throw her manager under the bus.
Bro, I kind of called that out as well when I read the Nano thingy, man. I literally called it out that that's exactly what's going to happen. she's just gonna come out and say like she's gonna blame all on the boyfriend and then basically distance herself. Like, but I was very curious to see if she would take an accountability and like work it on. That's why I didn't like settle it down and say, I didn't say that the whole situation was that bad, because I feel like she could probably, there are ways she could address this that wouldn't make it as bad. But she completely blew it up. She fucked up, bro. She fucked up.
Everything went live, and you know what she's done? The first thing they both did, they messaged Nano, going, Nano, please. You know what that absolute fucking Giga chat did? Blocked.
So Sinder and her boyfriend DM'd Nano after the doc, and Nano just straight up blocked them. She's like, get the fuck out of there. I'm tired of your shit. W Nano, holy fuck. Oh shit.
What's happening? Whatever. We've said our piece. There's no reason to continue to dogpile onto it. But then, the next evening, the
bigger than your cock
apology dropped. But it wasn't even an apology. It was, I'm sorry you feel this way. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Bro, what is happening in this chat? Dude, are you reading what they're saying?
Sorry you got caught in this. I'm sorry I was manipulated into hurting you. Fuck of an apology, bro. And one thing that struck me specifically is when she dedicated a section to me and someone else. I am going to be super petty. Not even a section for myself. For someone that is so upset for me not naming her full fucking government Twitch.tv name, for someone to just put me in a document as Lily when previously referring to me as the other gamer subs owner. I don't even get a section for myself with my name properly fucking written. Come on, bro. Don't be such a hypocrite. You don't get to be upset at that shit and then put me there, throw me in there and be like, I'm so sorry, I had no knowledge of this. And that's when I got mad, because no knowledge my ass. A lot of what we know is hearsay. Because the girls spent time together. Vacation, travel, blah, blah, blah. A lot of the stuff that we posted about is only stuff we have hard-coded receipts for. But there is also more receipts. Verifiable receipts that weren't added to the doc because either there are smaller things that just only really become a problem when added up, or they were a little too private to be shared. For her to claim she has no knowledge when I know for a fact she does, but I have no proof other than hearsay, it reminded me of that one fact, the one receipt we do have though, where she herself personally throws me under the bus. And I made sure to quote her own words, because again, that screenshot isn't public. She'll know what we're talking about. And the fact that she only took accountability for stuff that's been published and not the stuff that was kept hidden says enough for me. To have her use me as part of an excuse as to why she had to let her friend down, that very same friend that spent months of prep, hard work and effort and received a million empty promises, just because a couple days before that she wanted to reschedule a V-Card collab to, you know, make a nice big boom as a collab and sell a bunch of boxes to make some bag. Imagine. For a fucking collab. Could have had the collab any other day too. Could have been a day or two earlier. Could have been a day or two later. She rescheduled that collab to be on that date. She put it there on that date. People saying, why didn't you handle this private? We did once. And she's only deflecting and pretending to be apologetic when put on the spot. No proper apology from her before the crash out.
I feel like that kind of tells more than you need to know. I feel like that says everything. If the only time somebody can acknowledge they're wrong is whenever somebody has to tell you you're wrong, then I think then I think there's not really anything to be gained to tell them they're wrong anymore, because they are just that way. They're just an asshole. In the end of the day, you don't gain anything from telling them, because they'll never learn and they'll keep on going that way. And honestly as well, whenever you have to tell someone they're wrong and they apologize, most of the time, it's often not genuine either. No, I'm not saying every time, but I'm telling you, if this is a repeated term, like, oh, this has happened multiple times, they probably don't give a shit. They're probably just saying it just to make the seamless less of a situation. You know what I mean? I don't want Lily, but I can hear the anger in her face. Listen, I can hear Lily is mad. Everybody can hear she's frustrated. All I'm gonna say is that big props. Absolutely love Lily. I support everything this little German VTuber says. I agree. I understand her frustration, and I think she is one of the few VTubers out there that actually acts with her head and not with her ass or her like basically her her heart most of the time. I feel like she thinks through all these situations well, and I think she's great. So yeah.
None. She's only sorry when she gets caught, because she knows fucking with that friend that she fucked with will mean the end of her career. Because if you're not good standing with that person, you're not good standing with like probably 80% of the indies that matter to her. She wasn't sorry because she fucked over her friend's opportunity on a day that she said she'll be there. She was sorry she was caught in true narcissistic, selfish, egoistic fashion. Like, you ever do a collab again? What, with her? Fuck no, of course not. With others, of course. With her friends, of course. Obviously. Oh, let me just platform.
Yeah, will you do a collab with Sinder anytime soon, Lily?
Very same person that tried to deplatform me and all of my friends that helped her get there to begin with. Let me just continue to platform that one person that tried to backstab us when begging to be in our positions, throwing me and gamer subs under the bus to save her ass.
That's crazy.
Oh, the pressure I feel. What pressure? The pressure you begged for? The pressure you told them you wanted to have? The responsibility you asked for? Where you wanted to be alongside me? Fuck no. You want a good apology for when you fuck up? You ever need an apology for when you actually fuck up? For when you are the bad bitch? Just say, I'm fucking sorry I acted this way. My greed has caused a lot of damage. Greed that got to me from growing too fast and being too filthy rich by riding on my friends' backs.
That's
Instead
right.
of seeing
Guys, you don't understand. She's in her 20s, I think. She has millions of dollars and thousands of fans. You don't understand. She has to go live and talk in front of the camera with a VTuber model. This is hard. There's too much on her mind. You have to excuse this lady. She has too many things that she has to worry about. Her life is too hard. Give this girl a damn excuse and leave her be.
how grateful I was supposed
Send
to
her to the send her to the gulag. Holy
be.
shit.
I saw him as nothing but an asset. I've been truly blinded by how absolutely malicious, vile, and toxic I've treated them behind the scenes. Pretending to be a friend while separating business and sabotaging them. I can never repair the damage I've caused. And I see now clearly what it truly means to lose everything that you were supposed to be grateful for. I'll take some time away and hope to better myself. I'll never be able to repair what I've broken.
Bro, she says exactly the same thing. I feel so that's all she had to do. Take accountability, realize the situation, realize where she's wrong, talk about herself in the sense that why she thought that these, like, in that sort of sense, and this might be too much. And she's going to work on it and apologize to everything. Like, just that, and she will be fine, honestly. Yes, there will be people that would be mad, and you have the internet and always have grudges. But, like, I think that everybody could sit and view this and as a learning experience that is said. I mean, I get it.
But I can try and come forward and be a better person. In hopes...
I feel like Sinder is going to steal this word for word and then go on vacation. I mean, that's what I said, right? When we covered the apology video. I mean, she can do that, but at this point, it's too late. You've already written your apology. It doesn't work now. It's too late now. People will not take it as genuine anymore. Because now the people will look at it again as a way to manipulate people, a way to excuse yourself, because now you heard what's truly the right way to respond to it. And you're probably just gonna follow that because your way didn't really work out. Has Sinder gone live ever since it came out? No, she hasn't.
To have learned from this absolutely awful thing that I've done. To my most closest and most supportest, loving friends that are the sole reason I have this platform to begin with. Boom. Just owe up to it. Take some accountability. Just be like, yeah, I've been a dick. Yeah, I've been a fucking ass. Yeah, I've been blinded.
Yeah.
So blinded by my success and money. And greed for even more. The greed was unbearable. Yes, I'm terrible. Of course I wouldn't fucking believe her. What the fuck? Manipulator. But it's the only way to set things right. And to maybe not be a fucking laughingstock for like the next half a year. Subscribe for business.
It's business. It's just business, all right? Subscribe for business. It's just business. Yep. Holy fuck, guys. It's just business. My lord. We got a final note there. I usually don't upload drama-related videos, but the Clipper will upload it anyway, so I might as well. True. It's just a business after all, am I right? Womp womp. It's only business, Shylily. Lily, it's all business, and I'm gonna be real. I think you took this situation the best way possible, and you absolutely clarified the viewpoint we were all wondering about. And also, in many, many ways, I feel like you have given the most fair perspective possible on this. And I think we're all grateful for it. I feel really bad for Bao and everybody involved with this situation. I really hope that they'll recover from this and hopefully not have too many trust issues after that. And I hope that all their friends sit together and are a little bit closer after this. I really do. It's just business shit. It's just funny. She cooked and ate and left no crumbs. She did a really good job. I think this video was hella good. I thought it was great. I feel like I feel very rewarded though, in the sense that I think I called out every single thing, man. I really did. But if you like this video, please click the like button on YouTube. Sub to the channel if you want to watch more. And when you happen to me live, you're free to come on Twitch channel on twitch.tv/Shylily. I'll see you guys around. Take care and have a good one. Peace.